This episode has been brought to you by Advantage Audio Visual Rentals.
Hi, I'm Alfonso Cuadra, and this is Success by Design. Today is a special day. With me, I have Cathy Lumsden, author of this book. It's a mouthful. The Best Advice Your Mother Never Gave You. Cathy, good to have you on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So, the best advice your mother never gave you. Why did you write this book?
I wrote this book after counseling for over 25 years with couples and families and individuals. And what I could see all the time is where people were getting stuck.
Yeah.
And I call myself a belief buster now because it's beliefs that keep us stuck. And we don't even know we have them.
Yeah.
They sabotage our decisions, our behaviors, our success, our health, our relationships. So it was like, okay, I want to write something that's easy, people will get it, and then they can shift.
Oh, I love the title. So how did you come up with this title?
Well, the best advice your mother never gave you is because she didn't know, right? They weren't taught how to
the belief was different.
Exactly. They were educated on how to take care of the meals and, the house, but they weren't educated on creating healthy, connected relationships.
So we always hear these things, men are from Venus, women are from Mars. And so what is the real difference between men and women?
Well, the real difference is, first of all, the similarity is everybody wants to be loved. And belong.
I want to be loved.
And belong.
Yeah.
Everyone has a sense of belonging. That's almost like the need to eat and drink water. So that's a huge similarity. Men want to be appreciated and loved, and women want to be cherished and loved.
See, there's a difference.
Yeah, and there's also a difference on how do people feel appreciated. Some people feel appreciated when their laundry's done for them, or if someone buys them a gift, or men, everybody says men wants, all they want is sex. Well, that's their way of becoming emotionally connected. Whereas women like to have the emotional intimacy first, and then they're able to be more sexual intimate. So that's where a lot of couples tend to get into difficulties as well.
So would you say that, the downfall of relationships is the communication is the communication. They don't have proper communication.
Yes, and the belief systems that trigger us. We get emotionally reactive, right? And then what happens when we get emotionally reactive? Well, what happens when you get emotionally reactive?
I might get fired up.
Yeah. And what else? Say things.
Yeah, say things you don't mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's because of these old patterns that are getting triggered that we don't even know we have.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of great book tips in here. So maybe you can share with us some tips on how to build healthy relationships.
Well, the first thing is know what your limiting beliefs are, the beliefs that create these reactive or withdrawing in relationships. Then I call it the 80-20 rule. 80% of our emotional intensity is coming from these old patterns.
Yes.
20% is coming from the issue at hand. So if someone forgets to pick up, you gave your partner a list and they forget to pick up half of it, sometimes people will feel like you don't really care.
It makes a lot of sense because you see these people go from relationship to relationship to relationship, and most of the time they're finding the same person. So it's really, they have to change. It's not anybody else because they're just bringing themselves into that next relationship.
Absolutely. And what people think is they bring them into the next relationship is, it's going to be better. It's going to be better. Yeah. And unfortunately what happens is some people get into blaming the other person and they can't see their own stuff. Yeah. So looking at your own stuff is really important. Yeah. So 80-20 rule, know what your limiting beliefs and coping styles are. 80-20 rule. And then the third one is change your brain, is how can you start to repattern these old patterns?
Yes.
And I had created 2 guided meditation CDs with brainwave entrainment.
With these the CDs? So we have deep relaxation. Right? And we got tapping into your inner wisdom.
And they train your brain waves to go down into the lower level. So the deep relaxation one gets you into the first stage of sleep.
Yes.
So a lot of people have a problem with sleep. And the second one is gets you into a really nice deep relaxation. So when you can calm your mind enough to realize your contributions, what you need, what you want to express, it goes a long way as well in relationships.
Now, they talk about, I don't know the exact statistics of, marriages ended up in divorce, but do you suggest they do some inner work before they go and take that divorce path?
Oh, absolutely. Because it doesn't have to be. It does not have to. The divorce rate does not have to be this high. Yeah. Not at all. Yes, there are people that need to be apart. No doubt. Yeah. However, it doesn't have to be 50-some% first relationships. Yeah. I think second relationship now is up to 74%.
Wow. So it seems like your book is coming just at the right time.
Yes.
So for the people out there, anybody that's watching, maybe they want to know, how can they get hold of your stuff? How can they get a hold of you? So,
well, the best way, it's available at different places, but the best way, the easiest way, is to email me at catlum003@yahoo.ca, or go to my website, thebestadviceyourmothernevergaveyou.com. That's the easiest.
And they can find all these products there?
Well, actually, these are on a different website. It's e-brainsense.com.
Okay, so that's important because some people might want these products. So, Cathy, thank you very much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
I know some people I learned something today, and I'm sure people out there learned something. And if anybody out there is interested in being on the Success by Design show, just email us at info@successbydesignshow.com. That's info@successbydesignshow.com. Perfect.
Great.
One taker.
Darn right.
Don't forget to subscribe or watch the last 2 episodes, or like or comment down below. Really, watch the last 2 episodes. Click. What are you waiting for? This one or this one? Subscribe. Watch the last 2 episodes.